All right, good afternoon. Thank you all for hanging around for a little while. We want to make sure that we make a proper reintroduction to the Augusta community. We're excited about the future of Payne College. We hope that you felt the excitement in the sanctuary. You can see you got a president who's on fire. I can't help myself. I got a bad case of the can't help it's because I'm excited about Payne College. And I'm grateful for the media that is here today to help share the good news about Payne College. I want to quickly, by way of introduction, let you know that we have begun in earnest with a new transition plan. There is a transition team in place. It is made up of about 30 persons from a cross-section of the Payne community, faculty, staff, students, and alumni who have been engaging us in subcommittees, taking a good hard look at Payne College. We're being honest with ourselves about where Payne is. We've talked about our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, and we're beginning to lay the groundwork for the future vision of Payne College. I'm indebted to the transition team and the work that they've already done. We've had 2 very productive meetings, and we'll have some more leading up to the 100th day. So this is day 28. This is day 28 of the first 100 days, and I think we're making good progress as an institution and as the pride. I announced earlier this morning that our new provost, I want you to stand again, Dr. Pamela Richardson Wilkes is our new provost and executive vice president. I'm so happy to have her on board. You will soon hear from her. I'm not going to put her on the spot today. Media, y'all hear me? I'm not putting her on the spot today. So you all can direct questions to me. I do want to spell out for you again what pride means to us. Preeminence means that we're going to be one of the top institutions of higher education in the country. We're going to be preeminent. We're going to have respect for the history and the legacy of Payne College and respect for ourselves. Integrity means that we're going to be the same everywhere at all times. We're going to maintain integrity. That's about our character, our moral and our spiritual character. Obviously, we want to talk about the dignity of being a Payne lion. If you ever watch a lion walk across the savannah, they carry themselves a certain way. We want our students to carry themselves that way. And of course, excellence is the order of the day. The last institution I served, the tagline was excellence without excuse. We will make no excuses at Payne College. Faculty, staff, administration, and students, no excuses. Excuses are the tools of the incompetent. So we're going to build this on excellence. So that's what pride represents for us. You will see that in many ways. You'll see soon sort of new branding for the college, new representation of pride, recapturing the history and legacy of Payne College, but embracing a bright new future. So with that, I will pause and allow the media, if they would like to ask questions of me. And I want to be clear right up front that I've got to catch a flight to Richmond, Virginia. One of our partners is EAB. You probably heard about them. You will hear more about them. They're one of our transformation plan partners, and they're bringing a team from Payne College to Richmond, Virginia to meet with them. So a couple other folk are traveling with me, and my flight is at 2:30. I know Augusta doesn't have a big airport, but I'm not going to test it. All right. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Well, a court recently froze President Trump's decision to block federal aid. What does this mean for a college like Payne, whose student body is almost overwhelmingly on financial aid?
Absolutely. It would mean everything to us. We are dependent upon that. We have followed the advice of the United Negro College Fund, which is advocating on our behalf with the Department of Education and with this administration. Because it's been referred to the judge, we just simply say we're watching the judge's ruling. On Monday, they will make another declaration, so we're waiting with anticipation. But obviously, we want it to be in our favor as an institution that is dependent upon federal aid. We need that. And it's not just Payne College, and it's not just HBCUs. all institutions of higher learning would be affected by this. So we're hoping that cooler heads will prevail and that truth crushed to the earth will rise again. Yes, ma'am.
Dr. McCorn, you spoke about the future of Penn College. What are your top 3 priorities for the school?
That's a great question. So it would begin with degree programs, right? I think our lifeblood is academics. We need students, but we need students who are being properly prepared for high demand careers, right? A liberal arts education is wonderful. I'm a product of a liberal arts education. I believe that we need good, strong liberal arts colleges, but they also have to be prepared for the demands of the marketplace. So our degrees need to represent where the jobs are. I had a professor tell me, I asked the question, what would a student earn with a degree in cybersecurity, for instance? And they said to me, a student coming out with a Bachelor of Science in cybersecurity could begin earning $110,000 a year. That's a game changer for students who are low wealth, who come from challenging backgrounds, first generation students, getting a good education at Payne College and setting you up upon completion, making over $100,000 a year. That's the value proposition of a Payne education, right? Not to mention we're in the medical district. You talk about low hanging fruit. It's a no brainer. We are sitting in the midst of where major medical technology is happening all around us. It's time for Payne to take advantage of that on behalf of our students. So we're looking at health sciences programs. We need to have a pre-med program. Everybody's thinking about nursing, but listen, we need to be producing doctors, right? Payne used to produce doctors. I got one doctor sitting right here. So we need to double down our efforts around those degrees. And then the other thing I think that people have overlooked is the hospitality and tourism industry. There's a lot of money in hospitality and tourism. This is the center of the golf universe is in Augusta. We're so grateful that Augusta National Golf Club is one of our partners. We couldn't have asked for a better partner. And all the resources that brings to bear on this city and certainly on Payne College. So we're going to look at the hospitality industry, which is growing. You know, that's hotels, that's restaurants, everything that's included in that. And not just servers, but managers and owners, right? We've got to be preparing our students to capitalize on that market. Those are just 3 examples. I'm sure there are many more. I'm leaning on my provost here, but she has expertise in helping to design and implement new degree programs. And that'll be her charge going forward, along with the wonderful faculty. And of course, we're going to need new faculty, right? So tell all your friends we're open for business, right? And I must say that I have been overwhelmed by the calls and emails that I've gotten from people who now want to come work at Payne College. It is amazing. They think I'm a university. We're a university now, which means we're well on our way, right? So there are very gifted and talented, skilled professionals who want to lend their talents to Payne College. So the future obviously looks bright for us. Other questions?
Dr. McCorn.
Yes.
I know you mentioned today is day 28 of your first 100 days, but we're now a little over or just over 5 months of post-Hurricane Helene. That's impacted literally all of the CSRA. But right here in Augusta and right here on Payne College campus, talk about how you hope or what plans you have to kind of relieve the impacted levels.
Yeah, so I think I look at the Chinese symbol of crises is two-sided. It's danger and opportunity. I think that this is an opportunity for Payne to pivot and to use someone else's words, build back better. We were devastated, obviously. I mean, there's been great damage. You can still see the aftermath on this campus and across the city of Augusta. But we know something about resilience. If we are nothing else, we are resilient. And so I think that we're going to be stronger from this. We have learned some things about ourselves and our ability to bounce back from adversity. I talked a little bit about adversity today. I think that's what lions are made of. We know how to fight through. And so I think we're going to be better. It's given us an opportunity also to kind of look at our fiscal plan, right? We're looking at some of the needs, where some of the gaps and deficiencies are on this campus. And we probably would not have done it with as much meticulous care if it had not been for the effects of the storm. We've had about $5 million worth of damage on this campus. So it's going to take a lot to get there. It's not going to happen overnight, but I believe that we'll be better and stronger when it's all said and done. Well, y'all make this easy. Okay, great. Well, I'm not going to make you to add some questions. We're good. Well, thank you all for being here. Please stay tuned. April 11th will mark the 100th day of this new administration, and we'll be right back in this room on April 11th to give you updates. Oh, I'm sorry, Trustee Henderson.
I have a question. What are your needs from the community?
Yes.
What are Payne College needs from the community?
That's a good trustee right there. Thank you. Obviously, we need money, right? We need your support. We need your goodwill. We need you to talk well of Payne College. We have allowed other people to write our story. We have to rewrite the narrative of Payne College. So I need folk in this room to go out and spread the gospel of the good news of Payne College. So that more people can get excited. Obviously, I feel, and I've heard from many of you about how excited you are. I need that to become contagious across the city. Talk to everybody to support them. Right around the corner, Trustee Henderson, is homecoming. And everybody looks forward to homecoming. Folks come with their new outfits. They pay a lot of money for those outfits. They pay a lot of money for those parties that they go to and all the social gatherings, and the college gets little of that. We need to reverse that. Like we say in the church, pay your tithes first. So give to Payne College. I mean, really, we need you to support Payne College, but also we need you to help establish partnerships. We can't get to where we're going by ourselves. I talked today about solidarity. We need the solidarity of all of the institutions that make up this great city. We've got to be in partnership. We're better together. We're stronger together. So we need all of these institutions to support us. I'm grateful again for the transformation plan that has several partners at the table. It's unprecedented. In fact, y'all don't tell everybody, but I'm the most privileged president of any HBCU. Don't tell anybody. I've got Augusta National Golf Club, Bank of America, EAB, the Community Foundation of the CSRA, Georgia Power, and others that signed up to support Payne College for 10 years. That's amazing. And I should have mentioned the UNCF. We talked to them yesterday. They have pledged their support to help us. They know the value of Payne College. So I would simply say that we need more partners to join us at the table. Yes, sir.
One last question. Tell us about what successes have you had in these first 28 days as it relates to, you just talked about partners, partners. Can you tell us about some of the partners?
Sure.
That, you've garnered?
Yeah, thank you. Well, we just received, just a few days ago, a nice check from Georgia Power for $100,000. So we're grateful for that. And all of the folk that have signed up to support, and Ms. Carter could speak to it much better than I can, that have signed up to support us during this homecoming season. People who have never sponsored anything at Payne, or those who have sponsored in the past who have doubled down and increased their sponsorship of the Mass Ball that's coming up, by the way. Mass Ball is next Friday. Can they still get tickets for that, or is it sold out?
You can still get tickets.
Okay, see Ms. Carter right after this, y'all. Even if you're not coming, you can tell I'm a preacher. Buy a ticket for somebody else, right? Buy a ticket for someone else. Buy a ticket for a student, right? Sponsor somebody to attend. That can be your contribution to Payne College during this season. The other thing I think, Mr. Henderson, to answer your question, I think it's really been the people that have stepped up and said, how can I help? And we're getting so many phone calls from people asking, what can I do? That is a good sign that we're moving in the right direction. And I think the other thing that you might be alluding to is just our presence in social media world. Like there's a buzz out there about Payne College. We have my alumni folks that have helped, Mr. Holt, Donnell Holt, thank you for pushing everything Payne, right? So that the story, the narrative is changing. Now, when you do a Google search, you see all this positive stuff coming up on Payne College. So that I think that would be a success, a measurable a success for Payne College. Yes, sir, Brother Bailey.
Can I get the local alumni members to remain just for a few minutes?
Oh, you trying to capitalize on my time and have a meeting in here? Of course you can, Mr. Bailey. How could I say no to you? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And if there are any who want to join the local alumni, you get right in this meeting too. Yeah, bring your checkbook with you. Amen. Okay, great. Well, thank you again, one and all, and looks forward to more announcements about the progress. Thank you for keeping me on track so that I can catch my flight. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day.
Like right now.